What's up, everybody? It's Jeremy with the Flues Brothers Chimney Service here at Flues Brothers World Headquarters in Kansas City, Kansas. What are we going to go over today? Well, we're going to go over, it's starting to get cold outside, so people are starting to light up their fireplaces. The Chiefs are doing really well, so just last night, I'm sure there's tons of fireplaces on because it's a nice, cool evening. And we're going to talk about gas leaks. You light up your gas fireplace and you think, oh, or the husband, wife, spouse, friend, whoever goes, I smell gas. Well, I'm here to tell you 90% of the I smell gas calls are not gas. Just like when you flip your furnace on for the first time of the year, when you flip your furnace on, all the dust and everything else that builds up comes out, and when it's heated up, it smells funny. But how do I know it's not gas? Because I know what gas is because it must be gas. It's a fireplace. It's gas. No, it's not. It's typically the hot metal around the fireplace is warming up, and that has a hot metal smell. But all these little cavities and stuff, just like your furnace, get some dust build up, human skin, dog hair, all that other stuff that gets rotated through. So when that heats up for the first time of the year until it gets some air circulating, gets blown, it has kind of a funky smell. Hopefully I'm back on. Gas smells like rotten eggs. Like rotten eggs. They put that smell in it, so you know that it is a gas leak. Then we want to confirm it with either some soapy water or a gas leak tester. That's what this thing is. And we use these on every job inspection, checklist at the end of installing one and everything to make sure that there's no gas leak. So we'll check. And if we find one, then if it's obvious, then there we go, we found it. If it's not, then if this is picking up stuff, because this will pick up other stuff other than gas, we'll test it with a bubble leak solution, and we know that it is. Very few times when we get I smell gas calls, is it actually gas? Typically, it's somebody that mentions something. It's typically burn off of the unit. Maybe it's a new unit and it never got broken in or what have you. They smell something and they see a gas fire going, and that's how their human brain works. It correlates, and it must be a gas leak. And now I'm a genius. Actually, unless it smells like rotten eggs, it isn't. So you can rest assured, you can calm it down a little bit, not worry about it. Now, what do you do if you assume and it smells like rotten eggs or whatever? Well, having your chimney checked, a good company will always check for gas leaks and stuff when they run the service. But who knows? Maybe you sprung a gas leak. It's got to happen at some time, and it obviously doesn't happen when the service technician's out there or whatever a lot of times. So, but if the chimney sweep is too backed up or what have you, it can't just drop everything and go right out to people. We get very busy this time of year or what have you. It's a matter of, okay, we need to have it checked or whatever. If you just had a unit installed, you probably still have that 1 year grace period. That if there's a possibility of something, then it's a return trip. But after that, you got to maintain your service and everything. So if you think you have a gas smell or what have you, getting service done, paid service done properly is the way to go. Or if they can't get to you or what have you, the gas company will come out and check for gas leaks as well. And so what happens a lot of time is we'll go out and there is no gas leak at the immediate unit, the area we work on or what have you. So we'll tell people we're not getting anything, not smelling anything, hitting this, what have you. If you still smell gas, chimney sweeps don't check the entire house. Plumbers do, because that's their job. And so we'll say, well, why don't you call either a plumber or, better yet, call the gas company. They'll come out and search. Gas company won't repair anything, but they will hunt down gas leaks. So that way, you get your whole house checked or what have you, if there is an assumption of that, even after we eliminate the fireplace area or what have you. So hopefully that helps out. Hopefully it also puts people's mind at ease. If you can get your own gas sniffer if you want to have one for your house, you can get decent ones for decent prices. You can get more expensive ones, you know, if it's people like us using it all the time. But most of the time, rest assured, the nice thing is a lot of times it's not a gas leak. It's burn off and stuff, and people don't smell enough gas or aren't around it enough to know any better. So they just go back to the human brain and the reasoning. Okay, well, it's a gas fireplace and it's going, and I smell something funny. It must be gas. But like I said, rest assured, you want to have that rotten egg smell if it's gas. Now, it could be also that the unit isn't venting right or what have you. But again, we're always going back to, we need to make sure we're having our fireplaces checked on an annual basis, which is yearly, so we can make sure it's working out right. And the best time to get that done is during the spring and summer, usually March until right around August. And then because everybody gets so backed up up until leading up to the holidays, because everybody wants to get things checked and they have their checklist. You know, oh, I got to get this done, I got to get that done up to the holidays, and then it starts to taper off during the colder months. But we still stay really busy January and February because it's cold, and then it starts to lay down, and then we start, you know, sending out our reminders and stuff to previous customers. So that's kind of the cycle of chimney sweeps. You know, we get so busy right when it gets cold and leading up to the holidays that we do have to eliminate a few services. We stick with inspections and cleanings and just doing on our repairs. We try to get those repairs out of the way as much as possible that are weather dependent, because come January and February and even into March, it's just too cold. You know, you really don't want to be doing brickwork if you don't have to. Definitely there's ways to do it, but we try to push it out because, one, it's dangerous, you know, snowy, icy, things like that. You're moving a lot of material. Two, it's usually best if you're above freezing, where you don't have to put any additives in or hit it with torches and stuff like that. So we try to stick to kind of the basics on repairs that first time part of the month or part of the year, and then we'll return, or we just set you up on the brickwork stuff and roofing stuff, like, you know, we're putting new flashing on and stuff when the weather gets a little warmer, which is typically end of March. So anyways, that's kind of the cycle. All right, I got to get back to work because we are busy today. So hi to Cheyenne. Oh, there's Cheyenne. And say hi to the dogs. There's one dog. All right, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week for Fireplace Friday.